Welcome to the Poges podcast in association with Ultimate 11 Football. I'm Chris Tierney. This is episode 1 and I'm joined by the Cragg twins. Chris, Phil, Spurs, Arsenal, North London derby this weekend.
Yes, it is.
How are we feeling about it?
Not as confident as I thought we could have been if we played earlier in the season. A little bit worried. Heard today that Kane might be touching down, which is always a nice touch for us.
Well,
Did you hear that?
No, I haven't heard that actually. No, is that breaking news? Is that new?
I think he's just putting things in your head, isn't he?
To be fair, it doesn't matter which of the front 4 or 5 we've got at the minute, does it? Still do some damage.
Well, before we get into the teams, it's a bit of a unique setup this. We've got twins supporting rival teams. So give us a little bit of an insight as to how that came about. Who wants to take us away?
Well, to be fair, our old man's Tottenham. So he was the wise man of the pack, and
Chris, what, you've been disowned or?
Yeah, I mean, I was born and raised a Spurs fan, as hard as it is to say, until probably about 6 years old. And that's when I started truly watching football and understanding it. So I started to shine to
I think that's his way of saying glory hunting, because that would have been around the time Arsenal started to do
AKA
quite well.
Yeah, but
Loyalty.
Joined the Gooners and never looked back. Mum bought me a shirt when I was about 7, just to wind my dad up, I think, which worked, and never looked back. Never looked back.
So over the years, there been any fights, punch-ups, arguments?
If the walls could talk, if there was a fly on the wall for any of the London derbies, North London derbies growing up, old man there, me, Chris, just say a lot of door slamming, a lot of heat,
A lot of storming out.
Yeah, a lot of words exchanged, but it's all part of the fun, isn't it? So
we shook hands after.
Yeah, always.
Always shake hands after.
Yeah, we were raised
I'll
well.
keep you apart today.
Yeah. Might need to.
Alright, well that's the history to it. How about, give me a 30-second summary of your season so far. Are they achieving, underachieving? Any star players? Any players you want rid of? Arteta in, Arteta out?
Arteta. Yeah, not happy, struggling. Started off really good, and that's what annoys me with Arsenal, because we look good early on. We beat Fulham 3-1 early, looking good, looking sharp. But that set the pace. And to be fair, Tottenham had a really bad start, and everyone was worried about Tottenham. But they've kept the points coming in, kept winning games, and that's what Arsenal do, lose silly games. Drew with Leeds, and that set the pace for our next few games. We beat Man United, and then it just falls apart, and we can't get the points where we should be, can't get the wins where we should be, and I don't think that's Arteta's fault. I think that's probably a combination of, do the players want it? Are they hungry?
So who's your best player so far this season? I don't think that's tough because there's too many. I think that's because there isn't one.
Yeah, to be fair, I like what Pepe's doing when he plays, but then he gets himself sent off and it's silly. I like Willock's done really well. Nelson in the Europa League, but not in the league.
None of them are fulfilling.
Who's the worst player? Might be easier. If you could get rid of one player right now.
It's a tough one. Mustafi, don't need him anymore. He's not playing much.
World Cup winner.
Get him out. Get him out. Ozil's a World Cup winner.
Yeah,
Where's
see
he?
what they do to their World Cup
Would you
winners?
bring him back? Would you bring
See
him
what
back?
we do? We put
100%.
captain's armbands on them.
Magician.
That's what we do.
Right, we've had the Arsenal point of view.
Okay.
It's a little bit different over in
Yeah.
Spurs territory.
It's good timing for this, isn't it, really, for me?
It's been a good season.
I'm a bit smug at the minute, I guess.
Decent couple of years. Haven't won anything yet though.
But still building.
But this season, what are you thinking?
Do you know what? I think the main thing is getting Jose a year under his belt now. He's more established. We've got a setup that I think is more in line with what he likes. So we're all kind of starting to sing off the same hymn sheet, which I think is key. And players seem motivated, seem driven. And at this point, there are no limits. I don't think we should fear or sort of start pigeonholing our season so far or predicting too much. But the form that we're in,
All right.
the
Without
place that we're
predicting
in.
too much, are they going to win the league? I want a yes or no.
Yes, I honestly think if there's going to be a
We're
time
gonna
that
keep-
Tottenham
we're
are going to win the
at the end
league,
of the season.
but why are we going to say no? Like this time, think
Oh,
about
so
it this way: the
look at the track
situation,
record.
the way the current circumstances are. Liverpool aren't firing. Liverpool were the best thing ever last year. They're not firing. City, a little bit.
Chelsea looking strong.
Chelsea are probably at the moment our biggest threats, but the thing is, football is so fickle and it can turn in a week, and we'll be then slipping down the ladder. So. As it stands now, there's
strange
no
old
reason
season.
why we can't.
That's
exactly
classic
that.
Tottenham though, because they do look good now. Give them 3 months, the wheels fall off. They do.
So you're predicting they're
I
going to
don't.
fall
I
off.
think Tottenham will get top 4.
And what are Arsenal going to get? Top 10?
Again, this is where I can't say anything. I can't. say anything. Fair play to Tottenham, but
It's a good time to be a Tottenham fan, I'd say.
yeah.
All right. Let's crack on with the main event.
Let's crack on.
Right, so the reason we're here is to pick. We're going to pick a combined Ultimate 11 all-time Arsenal Spurs team. So we're going to go through each position. We'll stick to a 4-4-2, I think. Keep it simple. Throw some names out there. If you two can't decide, I'll have the final say.
Okay.
So, without wasting too much time, Chris looks like he's got his written down.
Yeah, someone came prepped.
Phil, what have you got?
Do you want to start with the GK?
Yeah, all right, goalkeeper. Let's throw some names out there.
I'm going straight in with Hugo just because obviously he's a World Cup winner. He's done it all, and he's been our captain.
He's done it all because he ain't won much for you.
Not yet, not yet, but that's coming. So
What about like Brad Friedel?
Again, Brad Friedel was probably in the top 3 for me because I was just a massive fan of
Paul
him.
Robinson?
Yeah, I think you've just named my top 3 because Casey Keller, you've got them all. But Cudicini, but I think Cudicini was past it at that point at Tottenham, so hard. Maybe hard.
What are
to
you coming
say.
back with on the goalkeeper front?
Hugo
So yeah, I couldn't disagree. I've picked Hugo as well. I think
Have
the
you?
only one getting close to that was David Seaman, but I think we're gonna have to stick with Hugo.
No Jens
on that.
Lehmann, no.
No, thank you.
The youngsters
Almunia.
might not know David Seaman.
No.
He was a good goalie in the 90s, early 2000s. There's a lot of kids watching. Isn't there? So.
Keep it topical.
Yeah.
Know your
Do your
audience.
homework, yeah.
Right, so what, we're going for Hugo then?
Yeah,
Not much.
Yeah,
not
happy
much.
with that.
I'm surprised by that. I thought Chris would have put a...
No, I like
Bit
Hugo.
more
I've got time for a World Cup winner. Get him in the pack.
Alright. So we said 4-4-2, so let's go full-backs. Right back.
This is where I take over from here, I think. We're going right back to start with.
Yeah, start
right
with
back
right
was
back.
hard, and I've gone with Bellerin just because of pace, international, been at Arsenal for a while. I don't know who else can come close to that unless you thought of anyone, because I haven't.
Well, thank you for passing it on because I've chosen Kyle Walker. And I honestly think that he's got all the attributes Bellerin's got, but he's got the strength, the desire, the hunger. He's tenacious. He loves a tackle. Yes, he is a little bit suspect at times, tracking back. I think Bellerin's maybe got a calmer head on his shoulders. But all in all, the form that Walker was in when he was at Tottenham in those Champions League runs with Rose on the other side. Spoiler alert, because you might have heard my other one there for the fullbacks. But Walker was a force.
And this is where I
big
step
fan
in
of him.
because Kyle Walker, QPR legend, for one season,
Don't forget.
really learnt his trades down at Loftus Road. So I agree with Phil.
Paved his way.
We're going to put Kyle Walker in there.
I'm happy with that, to be fair. Didn't even think of Kyle Walker, actually.
No.
So get him in.
I forget that he was at Spurs, really, even though he spent a bit of time there. Kind of associated
To
him
be
with
fair,
City.
there's plenty that have probably gone way past over our heads. Darren's shaking his head at us.
Come on, Darren, behind the camera.
Oh, tenacious.
Yeah.
The pace of the man.
Does he get in over Kyle Walker?
Does he?
What do you two think?
Not for me, but again, he's maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so we've gone for Walker. Shall we? We'll shift over then to the left back.
Yeah.
I think we know Phil's.
Yeah, I'll go mine. Rose again in that form that they were both in during that campaign. It just changed and transformed the whole team, the attacking threats and everything that came with it. For me, Rose would be my shout. I was a big fan of Rose. I was actually sad to see him go. So yeah, I'll reckon.
Shout out to Danny Rose because, again, a lot of time for Danny Rose. I think that he should be still at Tottenham, if I'm honest. But Ashley Cole, come on. That's my trump card. You can't top
I
it.
mean,
Yeah,
You can't
it's hard.
survive.
I'm
It's
surprised
hard.
you're still going to go with him after like the way he treated you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
say, he's won the Champions League, he's won the FA Cups, he's won a lot of it with Chelsea, annoyingly. But you can't take away from the season he had at Arsenal.
One of the
unbeaten,
best ever.
FA Cups under
One
his
of the
belt,
best ever.
Leeds under his belt. Just
Yeah.
put him in.
I would go with Cole.
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
going
he's
with Cole.
probably one
Yeah,
of the
no, I'll
best
take
left
it.
backs
Hard to-
in Premier League history.
Hard, but not that difficult. I think. Yeah, easy to.
So we'll. It's looking like
Ashley.
a fairly
Good balance over
balanced
there.
team
We
so
needed
far.
to get one in.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Centre back partnership.
This is
Who
key.
wants to start here?
Okay, I will just jump in and start because we've got one solid centre back that played for both teams, which is going to be Big Bad Sol. Was he in yours?
No, he wasn't.
Ah,
No, he wasn't. I couldn't. Like, how can I? Look at me. I'm a Tottenham fan. I can't throw Sol in the mix for the Tottenham's greatest ever.
Ledley King.
Letters had to go.
Yeah.
I do like the
He was
Letters.
one.
Ledley King.
And I was dancing with Jan and Toby because of the partnership. And
Last night.
yeah, it's a good sesh. But yeah, I think the class of Ledley.
I think when you look back at some of the clips of the tackles that he's put in, they do those little montages.
Yeah, that's how I done my knee actually the other week. It was a very similar tackle.
Watching a video.
No, actually.
Diving in.
Yeah.
That's probably how he done his knees.
See? You play like him. They're
Got a lot of time. I've got a lot of time for him.
Yeah.
I've watched a few montages, and he's a good tackler. So we're going for King and Sol Campbell then.
There's a lot. There is a lot of Arsenal legends that
How are you not
fill
giving
those
like about
gaps.
Tony Adams?
Yeah, I mean,
Martin
that's more Darren's era. We still remember Big Tony, what he done for the club.
Captain,
Again,
a real
England
leader.
as well, leader.
I think he actually dropped us a DM at one point.
Did
He did.
Shout out Tony if you
slid
watch
in.
him.
Yeah, maybe we should get him in there just for that.
Yeah,
Just for the plug.
I'll take Tony.
Captain.
Been to
I
the
mean,
World
again,
Cup,
that will
done it
probably come
all.
last.
You got to
Be,
put skippers in there. Tony's got to go in there. Oh, about Tony and Leathers.
Tony Leathers.
Yeah. What about Senderos? Okay, yeah, Tony and Leathers. Yeah.
I think Big Tony. He can also do a little bit of the managing as well. A bit like you on the Sundays.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that. A bit of both. Very army.
Good. You see that video?
Oh yeah.
Was it Adams and King?
Yeah.
Strong.
Strong.
So that's the defensive side of things
Bad,
sorted
so
out.
isn't it? It's a little
That's
fortress
the
at the
easy
minute.
part of
That
this
is-
because now
is-
it gets tricky.
Now it gets tricky.
Four
Now we get
midfielders.
fighty.
I think there might be a bit of separation here.
I'm
So,
glad you're here, actually.
right, let's start off with central midfield.
Okay.
So we'll go one at a time. Let's go for the first one. Chris, you shout out there first.
Going big Patrick Vieira, the main man, the French bulldozer with a bit of class as well.
Can't be too many arguments with
I
that.
don't think we can grumble too much at that, can we? So,
Get him in.
Pat the cat, get him in.
Big bad Pat.
All right, we'll stick him straight in. No arguments.
Okay,
Yeah,
who's
you
going
can't.
alongside him?
Let's get
Again,
an idea
tough.
from you.
I don't think you can argue with this one, but he's a personal favourite of mine anyway. But Luka Modric, as a central midfielder in any team, is a dangerous man.
Even to this day,
To this day, yeah.
I mean, they're having a bit of an off season at the minute, but he's class, isn't he? So, are you happy with Modric?
Yeah,
Did you
more
have
than
any other
happy.
names?
Yeah, for centre mid wise, Modric was in there. Yeah, that was it really.
Jack Wilshere?
Love him to bits, but he's not going to make my all-time 11.
Jamie Redknapp.
It's tough.
It's tough out there. The other one, Ndombele, just because
Well,
he's absolutely
if
killing it
we're
at the
going
minute.
Bele. What about Musa Dembele?
That's what I mean. What a can of
He
worms
was
we're
class.
opening now.
It's dangerous.
I don't know where to go now.
Some of
but-
the younger
Yeah.
fans might know
Yeah,
these
might
players.
start tuning in. But I'm just thinking it's a good mixture at the minute. It's a good blend. Modric for sure. Pass
Some
player.
strong names there though, but I think Vieira and Modric. I think you've got a little bit of flair with Modric, and a bit of strength,
Yeah.
and that brute
Good balance.
of Vieira. I think that's
Works very well.
very well balanced central midfield. Let's go out wide. We'll start on the right.
Sorry, just before we do go out wide, Paul Gascoigne, centre mid.
It's
tough.
the formation that's kind of
Yeah.
killed us a little bit there because you'd integrate Paul in a three.
I don't,
I
I don't know why I'm backing Tottenham players here. And,
Yeah,
No,
Yeah,
but
but
I mean, let's have it right. Yeah,
the
let's have it right.
legendary,
You can't
yeah.
go under the radar.
Who was alongside Vieira when they were playing?
Petit.
Robert.
Yeah,
What,
Lundberg, we're pushing it a bit wider now.
Freddie?
We are
Bit more of
pushing
an
it
attacker.
wider.
Let's-
Cesc Fabregas.
Ooh.
It's tough.
He's.
But I'm happy to stick with that if you are.
But you see Vieira and Modric on your team sheet, you're not disappointed.
Maybe we'll go through a little
keep
bit, but
that.
maybe we'll sort of bench out at the end.
Yeah.
Good.
3 substitutes. Right, let's shift out to the right. Who wants to go first?
Shall I go right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, either way, I think we could probably make an argument for him again, but Sir Gareth
Yeah.
of Bale. So if he's not, he's a world beater.
To be fair, we could have had a bit of a
World-class
discussion on him at fullback in his
Yeah.
early days.
Yeah.
That Inter Milan game.
Yeah. True. I was there for that.
Oh yeah,
Unbelievable. Sorry, I didn't go to Italy for that one. But I was at the
first
for the first
the
one.
other day. But yeah, he's a top. I mean, his career really's been a bit stagnant the last few years over at Madrid.
Yeah, he comes in the whole form of the man.
Yeah,
Bale.
he's
Everything he's done.
I thought the move to Madrid. I still think it was a good move for him, and the things he'd done over there, the Champions Leagues, the one against Liverpool, single-handedly came on and changed the game.
Exactly.
And probably one of the best Champions League goals of all time.
Agreed.
But as a whole, his whole time over there has kind of been tainted a little bit. Fans obviously fell out with him. He kind of fell out with the game.
And that's a black
Turned-
spot. I guess,
turned
on him,
to
isn't
golf.
it, in a sense?
But he's come back now. The last few games haven't seen him do an awful lot.
Yeah, hasn't featured
Yeah.
enough. Still getting there.
He
I
could
think he'll find
have.
his feet.
What was that game?
West Ham, he missed his first goal and he was down an opportunity.
And then
That could have been really
away.
Yeah, exactly. Just so casual, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Getting a little bit off topic there, but I think as a player, it's
Golfer or footballer?
a bit of both. He's a decent little golf player. Darren probably.
Back 9, back post, doesn't matter.
I think that's a good shout.
Yeah.
Did you want to argue with that, or are you happy to stick him out on
I
the
don't
right?
think you can argue with that, to be honest, as much as I'd
He's a world-class
like
man.
to. It's hard
That's
not
a
to
bit
get
of
him in.
Gareth Bale.
Yeah, I'm trying to think now.
Shift over to the other side. We'll let you take the lead here.
Okay, I'm just going to throw him in there. Robert Perez, he's got to be in there for what he's done for Arsenal. We've done at France.
Genius.
Got 62 goals at Arsenal. This is just a
He's
bit of
done some
research I've
research
done
today, hasn't
because
he?
and I think Gareth Bale got around 42 goals for Tottenham. Okay, so not quite up to the standard.
Assists. I want to see assists.
Yeah, to be fair, that'd be high. But Perez is my right winger all day, linking up with who we're obviously going to put up front as well. But I'll save that for
Obvious.
later.
Right, are you happy with Perez, or did you have anyone else in
Who
mind?
you got?
I had Ginola
He's
as
in
a wide
Yeah,
magic man.
yeah.
Darren would be a fan.
Darren's
Yeah,
a
he
fan.
would be.
Making all sorts of faces over there. Big fan.
Trying to keep the team balanced
Yeah, with
at the moment. It's balanced so far.
not many current players now. If you think
No.
current, who have we got? Hugo, Bale.
I think Perez
Walker.
is going in.
Yeah, he's a legend and it balances it out. I hear you.
I do like David Ginola. I did write him down, but tough.
All right, we're into the main bit now.
What you would have.
The attack.
That's right, the
Pace.
wide man.
Yeah.
Pace.
Number 11.
Got Bale there.
Might need to shout that into the mic. I don't know if they can pick up, Darren. He's shouted Mark over Mars.
What do you think, guys? Let us know in the comments.
Comments below, yeah. You can drop us a comment. If we've missed anyone out, which we probably have,
Probably have, to be fair. Yeah.
then let us know. Moving on to the strikers.
Okay, this is obviously tough because
they
I
put
know,
themselves in,
yeah,
don't they?
but I know how much Phil has got a lot of time for some Tottenham strikers back in the day, as have I, because we did admire Robbie Keane quite a lot. Big Robbie Keane, some amazing goals at the lane. We used to love him a lot of time for Robbie.
Everywhere.
Good celebrations as well.
Yeah,
Remember when we met him at the Holiday Inn?
we met him. Friends.
Saw my shirt, please, Robbie.
Ah, good times.
He's a bit of a legend.
He really
I'm
is,
a
yeah.
fan. I'm a fan.
I mean, put yours in. Put your one in.
I mean, I'm going Thierry Henry.
Yeah, like it doesn't even. Need to
Yeah.
say it should be
Difficult
there
to
already,
argue,
shouldn't
isn't
it? And,
Yeah.
It's difficult to argue.
alongside
down.
King Harold, and then
You going Harry?
how can you not? go
Okay, you're
Harold?
going Harry over
over
Bergkamp.
Jermaine, Bergkamp, and Robbie. Harry Kane, yeah.
It's a tough one.
It is hard now.
I've got to be honest.
What?
Go on, who's
I mean,
yours?
Glenn
Bergkamp?
Hoddle, Glenn Hoddle and Jimmy Greaves were like other two big names.
What
but
about
Jurgen Klinsmann, come on.
Darren, mate?
one season wonder.
We've got to know our audience. All your mates at the old people's home can't sign into YouTube and leave comments.
Yeah. Oh, come on, guys. If you can't put
we're
Kane
gonna
on Tottenham, surely he's
I'm still going back
near
up, but it's
Gary
gotta be up to
Lineker.
you.
What about?
Decide.
What
Yeah.
about? I just want to throw a name out there. I don't think he's going to get in the team, but I just want to put in
Yep.
Van Persie,
Oh my god.
top class player.
Yeah.
And you've gone with Cole, despite him
Yeah,
being a bit of a traitor.
Judas,
Van Persie's class player.
Yeah.
I know
Very
he had
much
to go,
so.
he had to leave to do what he done, but
To win something.
Move on to
I think the name needed to be floated round.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
I think there could be a little spot for him on the
Right.
bench potentially.
what we'll do is put yours forward.
Yeah, we'll do
Who?
it.
Kane.
Bergkamp.
Kane or Bergkamp. I think we've gone with Henry, and that wasn't questionable. I think we've got to go Kane.
Okay.
And Steve Tennessee will be watching this, and he'll be gobsmacked that I've gone with
yeah.
Kane because he knows I'm not a huge fan. In honesty,
Well, he would have switched off if you'd have put Sol Campbell in. So
Yeah.
glad we did.
Thanks for staying with us, Steve.
we'll put Kane in, and like I said, I'm not a huge fan, and that probably goes back to the World Cup.
Let it go.
We won't ever let that go. On the subject of Kane, I just want to ask a quick question. What's your opinion on the Champions League final? Should he have played? I don't think he should have. I think that's the reason you lost.
I think the reason we lost is because that stupid decision at the beginning, and he just killed everything. But you still got to react, haven't you? You still got to perform after that bad decision.
I don't think he did perform.
No, that's what I'm saying. So I for me, Lucas would have started, and Kane wouldn't have been allowed, I don't think, or able to really grumble at that. No. And then if it wasn't going right in the first half an hour,
so going back, if you're the
manager, get him on before half time.
If you're the manager, are you starting Lucas?
I would have started Lucas. Yeah, he's just scored a hat trick in the semi-final. He brought me to tears. You're not going to not put him in and see what he can do. Buzzing off that. No one can ride off a hat trick.
Kane weren't fit,
and then come off the bench.
But it's kind of a catch-22 because if you don't put him in, you lose the game.
Exactly.
Why didn't you?
Exactly.
If you win the game,
so it could have gone anyway. Kane could have scored 3 goals, and then no one would have said.
When
anything.
you've got Kane in your team, you've got half a chance of winning the game.
And there is that.
Which is what you
thought. Work well together. Kane and Henry.
I think chemistry.
Yeah, they're too good not to.
All right, so let's run through the team.
Too good not to.
Right, in goal, we've gone Hugo Lloris. Right back, Kyle Walker. Tony Adams, Ledley King, Ashley Cole. Central midfielder, Vieira and Modric. On the wings, we've got Bale, Perez. Up front, Henry and Kane. So my question to you and the fans: would this team win the current Premier League? We'll go with Chris first. Do you think that's got a chance? Against in their prime, against a strong Liverpool team, the City team, Chelsea.
It'd be incredible.
There's an incredible team that we've just wrote down. Goals. It actually stinks of goals. You've got Henry and Kane, who are smashing records.
50.
You've even got goals from Perez and Bale. You've got goals from Adams and King.
So that's winning the current Premier League.
I think it.
Yeah. The only one for me, and I hate even thinking it, is Gaza for Modric.
Right,
that's going to keep me up tonight.
You're the manager. You've got 3 subs from all the players that we've discussed.
Yeah. Right, we'll have one each, and then we'll fight after the other one.
Chris might have to decide.
Yeah, Gaza.
Oh, that is hard, actually.
Chris, you've got 1.
Well,
yeah, I'm going Dennis Bergkamp. I think it's dangerous that you can't.
Yeah, God, it's almost a crime to leave him out.
What I'm going to do is I'll shout out to Darren.
Hit us with the third. Who do we miss, Darren?
I'm so disappointed that you missed us.
Darren's going to list a whole other team.
Dynamo of George Graham.
George Graham.
We met him.
He managed it both as well. Yeah. I don't remember him playing at all.
Tumbleweed thing down across now.
George Graham.
I ain't got a clue what's going on. We'll put him in there. I've given him the chance to pick, and of all the players that have played for him, he's picked him up.
George Graham, Darren.
Who's the manager?
Very good.
I actually thought this earlier, and I mean, obviously, I'm going to go Wenger because he's decorated more so than anyone.
More than any other.
But imagine
managers.
Imagine Poch in charge of them boys. It'd be nice.
What
about Jose? I know he ain't got the history at Spurs, but as a manager, and I think that's why you might win the league this year, is because he knows how to win.
A different mentality now. Yeah, I hear that. I would like Jose there. Poch, and then I'm thinking, other than that, Martin Yole. Who else? I'm trying to think now. My mind's gone a bit. Tim Sherwood.
Jack Santini.
One day Ramos.
Yeah.
I think it's difficult to go anyone other than Wenger. But what we would do, I think, is we'd let Wenger have the first half, and then we say Jose come in at half time, and then you take the second.
So Wenger picks the first 11, and then Jose makes the necessary swaps if needed or necessary.
Yeah, I like that.
Aided by player manager George Graham.
and Tony Adams.
Does it all, great, yeah.
They can do it.
This team is
it's
a great team.
There's a lot of problems there.
The full-backs, the strength in the middle. It's very well balanced.
And the 4-4-2 is good. I'm trying to think how else you could play that and maybe even turn this into a 3.
Yeah.
Potentially with Perez, Vieira and Modric as that middle 3. Back 3, yeah.
Get Adams out.
Guys, we'll have to do another video of that, I think just describing positions and tactics.
But that's a class team that we've come up with there. And that just about wraps up the Ultimate 11. But before we go, what we'll do is we'll get a quick score prediction for this weekend's match from the two of you. So I want a score prediction and a goal scorer.
Okay.
If you think Arsenal are going to score.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Chris.
I always go, when it's a big game like this, I always think Arsenal likely to concede, but I still think we'll nick it 2-1. And I think in a game like that, Aubameyang will step up. He's my goal scorer. Aubameyang.
Not Vieira.
2-1 Arsenal.
And what are you
2-1
going for?
Arsenal. I'm going to go. We love a clean sheet at the minute, and I love that. And Aubameyang's not doing bits.
Yeah.
Pepe's headbutting people. I reckon 3-0. I'm going to just go for it. 3-0. That's what it's about. Being a Tottenham fan, riding that wave. So 3-0 Tottenham.
Do you know what I'd love a Gareth Bale goal.
I just saw him then. I thought, yeah, let's get him in. Gareth Bale, definitely a goal scorer in that game too. So 3-0. Bale to round it off, not open. He'll round off third goal.
I reckon it's going to be a
85th.
it's going to be a 2-1, and I'm going to give it to Spurs. Harry Kane's probably going to score.
Yeah, given.
Penalty,
That's
probably.
a shame.
I think, that's my prediction, 2-1. So that just about wraps up the podcast, unless anyone else has got anything they want to say before they go. Chris is going to head up
wanna
back off to Essex, so we probably won't see him again
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
So anyone else got
I
anything to
was
say?
going to
before
shake
we
his
go?
hand, but COVID. But I mean, we're
obviously,
twins,
yeah.
aren't we? Slap and pop. Good
All the
luck.
best.
Best team win.
Speak to you Sunday night.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think you're close enough
I
to the
will.
mic. It's not picking up any of
See,
this.
see you Sunday night. Maybe.
Right, thank you
Tune
for
in.
watching. Before we go,
Blessings.
just a
Cheers,
quick
guys.
quick thank you to our sponsors, Val,
Of
Legea,
course.
and the bakery. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Much
Thanks for
Subscribe,
having us.
comment.
Loser has to come and do the next one in the other shirt. Shall we do something like that?
Or we do the loser has to wear the full kit and post a picture on their Instagram. Which will be shared on the Ultimate 11 Instagram.
Dangerous.
Now we're less sure than we were. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Ultimate 11.
Tracksuit, the lot.
Keep an eye on that.
Look like a ball boy. All right. Cool.
Thank you.
Nice one. Cheers,
Tops,
guys.
tops.
Tops.